Well, the onset of fall weather, Coach, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the San Francisco 49ers. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Check, Mike 42. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. Check your hot read.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Graham. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Well, he can be a load to handle off the edge, and he can do it against the pass. Sure, he can do it against the run like he did there.
And you mentioned a load. How about having to adjust to his speed as well? Because not only does he bring some pop, he brings some dash as well. A nice play on that situation.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 or.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Got it. Ready. 50. Plant.
Watch one.
Off the play fake. Herbert. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. That's going to set him back 5 yards.
You don't want no problem from me.
Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal.
36. Watch twins. Watch twins.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Off play action. Herbert. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Clelin Ferrell brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
He's coming. We got double up. 49, check 49.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now a give, right side. Grant. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 42.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Near the 23.
All day, baby.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit. For
a 50-50 ball here that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now this time Mahomes will throw. Flush to his right. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Shit. Slam. Check 37. Say.
Yellow.
They'll run on first down. It's Grant, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it'll bring up third down.
Yellow. There's a lot of life.
So we got man. Hey, Mike's 42.
On play action, it's Mahomes. That is caught. It's Perriman. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got you. Mike's 42. Mike's 42.
Hey, 43, 43, 15. Right side.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company.
Watch the eye. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch the
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. Brashad Perriman as the first. First half is winding down. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gano now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
Ready, set. Hey, lock it.
Check 43.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
5.
To throw again. Herbert. That is caught by Cohen. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. Back to throw. Herbert. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be second down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game. And I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one?
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
I'm going to come back to you.
They go back to Grant. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Tighten up, tighten up.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
2nd and 13. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 22. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Check.
Yellow.
On 1st down, Grant. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Credit that sack to Jabal Sheard.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. Now, bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. He finds his target, Terrence Williams. A gain there of 30 big ones.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Five yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Looking to throw. Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
That's going to be a long day. That's going to be a long day. Easy.
Now a first carry for Brandon Bolden. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 11.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
The Niners on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
42.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He may try and run for this. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a 1st down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a 1st down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running, and picks it up anyway. And now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Big air. Check nine. He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up. Check nickel. Shut up.
Space to maneuver at the 40. The 40. 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the formula there on the two-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure there's someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now this throw caught left side. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Off the play fake. Herbert.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And he completes it to Cohen. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. From the gun, Herbert. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Back to throw. Herbert. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Snags it for the pick. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They will run with Grant. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the 49ers, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well.
Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch 'cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating 'cause I on the wrist. I bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that haters, I make a lot of new money, When the not saving, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause I